Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. So I'm here with Velocity and her puppies. Full disclosure, I do have two of Blondie's puppies in here. Blondie's puppies are so gigantic that they are literally just draining her dry. They're little gluttonous little boys, or big boys. And so I decided that I would go ahead and bring two of the females over here that were having a hard time competing with the boys. Other than that, as you can tell, Velocity is totally fine with them. She's been cuddling with them, cleaning them, loving them. And these females are not too big to actually compete with Velocity's puppies. So everything's looking really good in that regard. I'm feeling pretty good about this litter. I don't know if I'm going to keep the one female that is in here. I'll have to wait and see. I'm not really a fan of her rear angulation at this time. I do know that they are extremely young to be making assumptions like that. But what I can tell you is that I've kind of developed this new method that I use for it's called my early evaluation method. And I have breeder friends of mine, mentors, that would literally want to slap me through my phone if they heard me say that. Stay. Because most people, oh, you're a bad dog. You're a bad dog. Because most people they don't look at them at this age. And me, I'm just almost OCD about it in this weird way. I don't know. Maybe OCD is not the right word to use. I know that it's often overused and incorrectly used. But it's so hard for me not to look, not to pay attention. Really? Okay, whatever. Oh my God. No, do not do that. No. Velocity, the answer is no. Here, I will let you out. Oh, go ahead. There you go. So anyway, but I was showing Reese because she was laughing at me and she's like, Rachel, you better cut it out. She's like, you can't tell nothing at this age. And I was like, well, check it out. And I showed her what I do. And she was like, okay. She's like, I guess I can see what you're talking about. I can see it. So anyway, is it a guarantee? Absolutely not. But it is a little kind of look. It's a little window of a look. And so that's what I was looking at. So anyway, I've been looking at this boy here. His rear angulation to me is actually looking pretty decent. The female, I'm not so sure about. One of the things that we look for when trying to determine rear angulation, one of the biggest determiners of rear angulation is actually how big the hock is, how long the hocks are. And so anyway, this puppy, there's a puppy with some poopy. Velocity, come here. Come here. Go in there, clean that up. So anyway, what I've noticed is that the female has very high hocks. And so that may very well prevent her from having really good rear angulation. You want a shorter hock. So I don't know about this boy, the big boy here. I was looking at him. He's a gigantic monster of a dog. And, while I would love to be able to keep back a really big boy, ultimately structure is most important. And so hopefully he has it, but so far that boy right there to me is the most promising. The female, while I do like her and she looks really nice in the head, I just don't know if her rear is going to do it for me. So we'll see. Sometimes you do have to sometimes you have to just work with the best that you can get out of a litter, right? You may not get everything in a particular litter that you want. And you just kind of have to work with the best that you can get and then go from there. And that may be something that I have to do in this litter. I just don't know yet. So, anyway, but we'll see. The bigger the dog is, the longer they take to develop. So I do know that like my Formentino female out of Belladonna, she took more than 8 weeks. Normally, you can see, you could tell she was the best dog at 8 weeks, but she has actually gotten a lot better as time has gone on. I stacked her out yesterday, and she looks really good. So anyway, you know, it's just one of those things. But I have a hard time. It's so hard for me to be patient and not look. Hi, Poppy. Their eyes are just starting to open. Just start. Hello. Hello, sugar booty. Booty. Oh, yes, you are. Hello. Hello, little baby. Hello, little baby. Yeah. So anyway, very, very cute pups. But yeah, it's a lot of people don't realize how important it is to be strong and to go with the best structure in a litter. You really do want to go with the best structure. Size, these dogs are big. You know what I mean? They're just big. And if you continue to breed for structure, you will eventually breed such a solid litter in structure that you will end up getting to keep the biggest dog out of the litter or the prettiest color. But you don't ever want to just skimp and choose the biggest dog whenever you haven't done that work on structure, because then you'll never get the structure. You know what I mean? You just won't. And structure is what wins. You might be able to have a dog that can win at a show because the rest of the competition's really bad, and so you might be the best of the bad. But when somebody starts going out and doing the hard work of really producing very good structure, they will beat you. And you're going to wish that you had done that work and gotten that good structure, because good structure will always win. So, not always. I mean, there's always going to be cases of bad judging, but ultimately, you know, it is an area where it can really beat out the competition. So, and for example, I wasn't going to talk about it. Reese was like telling me not to, but you know, I'm going to anyway. So I did hear back about Nirvana. Nirvana has been at the show for 2 days now. She is at a 4-day show, so she still has Saturday and Sunday left. And so far, she has beat everybody at the show. The first day, I want to say she beat, I think, 2 or 3 other dogs. Might have been 3, I don't remember, but I think it was maybe 2. And I want to say 2 of them were actually champions that she beat. And today, there were 6 dogs in total, and she beat all of them. So she literally won the show on both days. And so she's really come a long way already in getting enough points for her championship. So I'm really excited about it. It may end up that she is able to literally come back in the end of October as a champion. So it's a high likelihood with the way that she's performing right now. I mean, she's beating out dogs that are much older than her. I mean, adult males is not easy for a female, especially a young female that's not even a year old. And her structure is just so good that it's one of those things that when you get judges that see structure and understand structure, they're going to choose it. And so that's why it's so important that when you're, my goodness, that when you're breeding, that you always try to get the structure, because ultimately it will win. You may lose sometimes to bad judging, but overall you will win the majority of the time. And so anyway, I'm just really excited about it. She's just doing so well. I was just couldn't believe it. Not gonna lie, I just couldn't believe it. I was just so happy, especially because she got off to a rough start. The first judge didn't award her anything. Apparently, he was like looking at her very closely, and then just decided to go with another dog. And anyway, so it was really nice to see this time she did well. So, you know, there's going to be every day, I believe, is a different judge. So they're all going to have their different preferences. And she so far has shown under women judges. And it has been told to me, I don't know if this is true or not, but it has been told to me that female judges are typically better at choosing the better structure. And male judges often just pick the bigger dogs, especially male dogs. So don't know if that's true or not. I haven't been showing long enough to know that. But that's kind of a little tidbit of information that I heard. And so I'm hoping that she continues to win based upon structure. And so anyway, so that's kind of where we're at. So also wanted to mention that we are going to be doing a real R&R tonight. Just be advised, sometimes we do have technical difficulties, so be patient with us as we struggle through this. But, you know, we are going to do that. So if you have any questions, anything like that, you can give me a holler. And anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will definitely talk to y'all later. Bye!